Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happiness today. We have one bad news, and eventually the bad news ended in praise. Eventually, 2 days after, as information reaching us from Igbokwe is that the leader of the indigenous people of Biafran's lawyer, that's the lead counsel, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, have gone into sorrow, but eventually it ended in praise. We're going to find out in a moment what it is and how it went by. Well, according to the news, Igbokwe, who happened to be an APC chieftain, have revealed exactly what happened to Ifeanyi Ejiofor, and this is what he has to say. Well, according to the news, a well-known Nigerian politician, Igbokwe, who was the spokesperson of the ruling All Progressive Congress APC Lagos State Governor, has also taken to his official social media page to drag barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor following the report that his sister was abducted by rival group of IPOB. While sharing on his official social media page, the exceptionally boisterous APC supporter and special advisor to Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu on drainage and water resources, Igbokwe, made it known that he heard that Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer Ifeanyi Ejiofor has suddenly lost his voice following the abduction of his sister by the same IPOB stroke ESN he's been defending, adding that the abductors were described as rival of IPOB and ESN. Further speaking, Igbokwe stated that it is dog eat dog for Ifeanyi Ejiofor following his sister's abduction. Well, let me just read the post directly. He said, "I hear that Ifeanyi Ejiofor's sister has been abducted by IPOB, the same IPOB he is defending in court. They call the abductors rival ESN. It is getting worse. It is dog eat dog." But let's find out the reply that Ifeanyi Ejiofor, the lead counsel to Nnamdi Kanu, has said concerning this matter. Of course, he had decided to address the issue, and this is what he said. He said, "May all the glory and adoration be ascribed unto thee, O Lord. You have done it again. She is freed at last," which means though they abducted her, but she has been set free. And this is what he said in full. He said she was kidnapped and freed after 4 days in captivity. "But why my auntie?" he asked. That's Ifeanyi Ejiofor is asking. And this is what he said. He said, "It's a direct attack on me, no doubt about it. The battle line may have been drawn by this dastardly act. The culprit must be fished out, mata mechi," which is today, tomorrow in Igbo language. "Let's see how long this macabre dance will last. Thank you, O merciful Father, for the gift of life." Of course, a lot of people reacted to this. We're going to take the reactions of what people are saying concerning Ifeanyi Ejiofor, and the reactions also people are talking about Igbokwe. Let's start with what people are saying about Ifeanyi Ejiofor. According to him, he said, "I said it. She didn't deserve that treatment. A woman with a heart of gold, a generous giver to a fault, a humble woman. I thank God for her return. May God protect and strengthen her for us." And that person here said, "Please, our able barrister, we need to know who she is, because a lot of our are incarcerated." And that person here is saying, "The Lord God Almighty will not allow us to be put to shame. God will set her free, my attorney general." They said they has already been set free, so it's a case of reporting it after she has been set free. Then this is what people are saying concerning what Igbokwe said. This one here say, "Well done, IPOB, keep it up. It is good for you and the Igbo race." Another person here is, "What about it?" Another person here is saying, "Shameless house slave. I don't think you are an Igbo man." They're all talking about Igbokwe here now. He said, "Aleni Wariye." I don't know what Aleni Wariye. I don't know what language that is. Okay, Omale ni were yi. Okay, now he said it better. He said Omale ni were yi, meaning this guy is a bastard. "It is important to carry out a DNA test on this guy. If you are a man, come down to Igbo land." He has decided not to come to Igbo land. It's a choice. And the person here is saying, "Keep on hearing until you go deaf and dumb." Well, funny enough, what you think he's lying, he is not lying. It may not be palatable news, but eventually there's an atom of truth in it. If you go check Ifeanyi Ejiofor, there's a confirmation to that effect. Just that people are asking, who is the she? He said that unfortunately that she was held for 4 days in captivity, and Ifeanyi Ejiofor was saying the battle line has been drawn, that they need to fish out these guys, whoever it is that did this dastardly act. Matam, means today or today, tomorrow, whatever you need to do, let it be done speedily, hastily, and very quickly. And what for Igbokwe, he's of the opinion that this was done by rival group. Now, if he says rival group, which means by default we have so many groups now probably antagonizing one another, and if you ask me, it will not all go well. All right, because if there's a rival group and they keep doing this, and that means it's just a matter of time, everybody will keep pointing, because if those rival groups are active and they're doing a lot of terrible or menaces in the community or southeast or in Alibo land, and no one can decipher who the group or where they are or who they are from, where they're from, and all that, they will always unfortunately be pinning it down on IPOB, unfortunately. And I guess this is closer to home. Like Ifeanyi Ejiofor said, he said, it sounds more like, or it feels more like a direct one on him. Anyone who has probably gotten a direct impact on him or on his sibling or on his relative, it's a direct one, it's a direct message to him. But a lot of people are wondering, just as I also wondered, how did it happen? How was she picked? Where was she going? And how was she also released? Was the ransom paid? And all that. Honestly, I do not pray for my worst enemy or to go through any form of kidnap or abduction. It's the psychology, it's terrible, and the mentality, the mental abuse is out of this world. No one wishes it. It's a terrible act, really. And for it to now become a common trend, not just in Nigeria but right now in Southeast, it's fearsome. It's something that every right thinking Nigeria should start thinking towards and look for solution. And it starts with getting the right leadership in place, and all begins with getting your PVC. But I want to appreciate God and also everyone involved for the safe return of the relative. Okay, because you can just imagine this psychological trauma. He probably may be going through a lot of trauma at that period. He would probably be traumatized that period, and imagine if that period, and not maybe up till now, his relative was not found, and he just have days really into Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. It's definitely not going to bring out the best in him, because his mind will be there. But it's good to know that she has been released, and I think that side is settled. But he's also asking that please, whoever that have done this or the group that have done this, they should please fish them out today, tomorrow. That is how it feels like when other people's children, siblings are also done. It's not a good thing. We should always say something when we see something. We should shun, social menaces like kidnapping. It's not a nice one. It brings both the relative and the people involved into traumatized states. That's what's going to wrap it up. Let's meet in our comment section. What's your take? I can assure you, Igbokwe did not lie, quote and unquote, because Ifeanyi Ejiofor, elaborated on those allegations he made. So it was actually a